Scientists say you beware, a real for a scare.
Hey everyone, it's Sagan from Scientists Say, and welcome to today's Shocktober video. Welcome back to more Shivers Randomized. Take 2, let's call it. Picking up pretty much right where we left off. The game is still responding, so we're able to keep on trucking. Yeah, I feel like we're making good progress in the last episode. So now let's power on while it's still fresh in my mind. Okay, so we're in the janitor's closet. We basically never have to come back there again because we have both the pot piece from that room and we captured the water Ixupi who can lurk in there. I don't think we've discovered any other full pieces yet. So at this point, I'd like to go back to Man's Humanity Man and get the pot. Or we had the full wood pot. So still want to capture the wood Ixupi if we can this episode. So we're going back to pick that up before I forget it's there. And then we'll see where the other side of that room goes. We also need to see where the other exits from this area go. Mainly the crawl space. In fact, I'm going to do that first. Oh, good. It's a dead end, leads to the workshop. Basically one puzzle to solve in here. And a potential spot to capture the wood Ixupi, which would be nice. Okay, that's the oil pot top. I think we've seen the bottom somewhere, but I might be confusing that with the previous run. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there for now. Know how what I need to do to get there, so that's good. Alright. Still no wood Ixupi. Right. That puts me back in the lobby. Is it the library that took me to Man's Humanity Man? Yes. Okay. Alright, yeah, we're going to take that with us because we definitely want to make that capture. Let's see where the other side of this room goes before I go back. Okay, that's the underground lake. I cannot go any farther or the oil Ixupi will get me. That's why you can hear that sloshing noise. Over here, we're just going to set that correctly. And then we're hightailing out of there. Okay, cool. So that's that. Okay. Still a couple other doors to check in the lobby that we haven't done. Prehistoric room goes to... Okay. The other side of the lobby leads to the other side of the lobby. What the fuck? Oh man. Well, I guess that I mean, I I need to solve this puzzle anyway, you know, for the points and whatnot. But yeah, this door is now useless because it just goes in a circle. Wow. Okay. To quote Pickle Rick, I may have fucked up here. Yeah, gotta make some space. Guess I gotta check the book.
Care to refresh your memory?
Okay, I did swap those around needlessly. That's my problem. Otherwise, I had it. I've now actually made it worse. So I'll eventually have this memorized. Actually, no, I did fix that, so that's good. Let me just swap those. Oh, that is trippy. Okay. So the only other exit off this room is here. That takes us to the library. Okay. That's the sandpot bottom. The top is in the wire machine in the strange inventions room. Okay. We will keep that in mind. And now, is there anything in the cabinet? There is. That's the crystal head, which we have seen in the bottom somewhere. Okay, that puts me out the greenhouse door into the prehistoric room. That's good. That pretty much finishes up the skull dials. Once I get through this room, let's check the eagle's nest. That's the lightning pot. I'm going to just leave it right there because we won't need that till end game. That sign is one of the trickiest ones to get because it doesn't ever fully appear at a straight on angle. I don't need to get it per se, but it's kind of silly not to. Okay. This goes to the clock tower, which. Shit. I didn't solve the clock puzzle while I was in the shaft, so now we're gonna have to go back to do that. Oh well. Ram ta ba ba ta ram ba.
This is the Anansi Spider song.
Oh.
I like this delightful melody so much.
And while we're up here, since I usually am speeding through this, there is actually a point to this console besides getting the puzzle hint for the Witch Doctor puzzle, which this is how you find it. It's on the scaffolding in the Witch Doctor room, but it's only viewable from this camera. You can see the Witch Doctor puzzle down there. The other point to this is actually view the rest of the security cameras throughout the museum, and you find for the correct rooms, if you hit the play button, you actually see previous footage. And there you can see Merrick running through the prehistoric room, and that's where he drops his inhaler. Same with, I believe it's, no, that's Stonehenge. Yeah, there's no archive footage there. It's Planetarium. What room is that? Okay, this is the one. So this is the back hallways behind the library. You can actually see Beth dropping her purse, although that's not where she drops it, and running down to the generator room, which is where she was ultimately killed. So that's the purpose of that console besides finding that hint. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to do the puzzle. I was just focused on moving on after the disaster and forgot. Walked right by the chains. Okay, this puts us in the first half. No, this is the back half of the puzzle room, which leads to the theater. Okay. Alright, so let's do the needful and walk around here. Okay, and there's the ash pot bottom, which we did find the top for that. I am where, but I know all the places to check, so this door leads to the professor's bedroom. Okay, I'm good. I'm glad that's another dead end. We shouldn't need to come up here unless we're looking for the metal Ixupi. Which, if I'm not much mistaken, I just heard him move. Okay, good. I am liking that the paths, while still convoluted, are at least... Oh shit, I have to do the pinball puzzle now. And I closed my cheat sheet because I was like, oh, I've solved all the puzzles on the cheat sheet because I've either, remembered how to solve them, or in the case of a few that I've got the solution written down, this being one of them, I was like, I'm done with that. Don't need it. One of the things that should be coming to Shivers randomization is puzzle solution randomization, which is something I'm very much looking forward to, because, while it will probably still mess with me on a certain level, it'll be interesting to have certain puzzles like the clock tower door and whatnot have a completely different solution, so I actually have to go find the hint and figure out how to solve the puzzle all over again. And allegedly, the author of the randomizer has been messing around with the scripts that actually control these puzzles, and he figured out how to make the animation for this play consistently. So some of them aren't stupidly slow like that, and others are stupidly fast. It still takes some concentration because if I do the wrong thing in the wrong order, it screws the puzzle up. But we got it. Now I don't need that. Okay, so that puts me back here. That's where I want to be. Oil Ixupi is working. Okay, that puts us in the library. The wax Ixupi is now in the chandelier, which of course you didn't want to show up last time. Okay, crystal Ixupi is in that chandelier. Sorry, candelabra in the library, chandelier in the mezzanine. Well, I'm glad that two of the doors actually loop to each other because that just simplifies this whole room. Okay, that's metal. Professor's office goes where? Down in here. torch. Damn you. You have a perfectly good pile of wood there. Okay, I was right. I did see the oil pot bottom in the skeleton coffin. Oh, mustn't forget, since I've been up to the clock tower, I can now play the music box. Kind of hoping there's nothing in it, because I have a tendency to inadvertently, Oh, and I forgot to check the lyre, so next time I end up back in the God's Room, I need to actually... Wait, no, I didn't forget to check the lyre. That's where I got the cloth pot. Yeah, okay, there's nothing in it. Don't need to mess with it. I have a tendency to misclick that and have to play the whole thing over again, which is kind of slightly annoying. Okay. That's how I get back to get the sand pot. I am going to backtrack a little bit here because we do need to do the clock tower puzzle. Although I've just semi-gone in a circle here because I've put myself back in the professor's office. Oh, yikes. Every time I think I know where I'm going. The game is just like, no, go fuck yourself. Okay, good. This is where I wanted to end up, because now I go here, and this is where we need to be to solve the clock tower puzzle. Okay, that I no longer need to enter this room. Now I've already just straight up forgotten how I got to the clock tower. No joke. It was out of the library, was it not? And this is a dead end, yes. As I said, we don't need to come back in that room ever again. So we leave the Egyptian rooms through the door we came in. Yeah, right, and we're done with that. And that's a dead end. Jeez. The way they've connected some of these rooms is just... it's just nuts. Apologies for going in circles. But yeah, I needed to do that piece of the puzzle anyway, so that's good. Oh yeah, wood. You want to show up in here, do you? Get your. So God, you are the Ixupi that could show up in the most places in this fucking museum, and you're not in any of them right now. I don't know why he gets like 5 locations. I guess because, wood, and most of the museum is made of wood. Okay, so I need to go out through here. Because otherwise I'm in a lock system heading in circles. So I'm gonna take the elevator. Right. Come on, man. Okay, that puts me back in the lobby. Oh, now the metal Ixupi wants to show up in here. Yeah, we're out of here. I couldn't get that guy to spawn in the last attempt. Alright. Going circles. There we go. I was trying to get in here because one of his other likely spawn points is here. And if we could capture him in here, then I can grab the oil pot head and just never have to come back to that room. Okay, it's here. Jeez, that took a while. Okay, we found both pieces for crystal, sand, ash. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take that with us for the time being. Or actually, no. Yeah. Let's take that with us because we know where the lid to it is. Okay, this is a dead end, but I've gotten where. Right, Professor's bedroom, which I don't need to come back to. But I do need to see what pot was in the theater because Okay, that's the ash pot bottom. So yeah, we'll have to come back for that. Oh, good. There's nothing in the clock tower. We don't have to come back to the clock tower. We are done with the clock tower. Okay. Yep. Your turn will come, Oil. Your turn will come. Now this was another dead end. Right. Okay. If I want a guaranteed capture of oil, that's where I need to go. I could capture oil at this point. I guess it's gonna depend on whatever I run into next. Okay, I did find his... Okay, alright. Let's take his pot. But... I don't remember where his head is. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, nope. Since we're here, we're just gonna go after sand. Okay, now to capture sand, we either need to get to the Mysteries of the Deep Room, or we need to get to... we need to get back to the greenhouse. And the greenhouse is a dead end off of some room. Okay, I was just in here and just... Okay, that leads to the professor's bedroom, which we do not need unless I'm trying to hunt down metal, so... Don't need to go that way. Need to go this way. Apologies for the walking around in circles. Yes, Tesla, insert your music reference here. Okay, we don't want to go that way. Dead end. So then we must go this way. Projector room. You know what? Yeah, what the hell? We'll just take the elevator. Don't want to go down to the first floor anyway. closet. Okay, so then I need to go down. Okay. And of course, he's not here. Ugh. All right, let me go in and out a few times, see if we get him. Actually, wait a minute. Doesn't... Oh, good, he's here. Let's just get him now, then. Okay. A little bit of circle walking. Fully admit that. But we are making good progress. 4 Ixupi down. Okay, that got me to the greenhouse. But as long as I've taken the pot piece here, which I have, we no longer have to come back to this room at all. Because that pile of sand in the corner is now inert. Which means we're done with Mysteries of the Deep as well, unless we need a capture spot for the Crystal Ixupi. But we will probably do that in the lobby. Okay, I'm going to call this episode here, but that is a lot better progress than we've had in the last several episodes, including one that probably never even see the light of day because nothing happened. So, but anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more Shocktober content. Until next time, you stay classy, Internet.